guys. We are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we are doing So Bad.
Yay! That's one of my other favorite songs on this album.
Yes.
I'm excited.
One that she likes more than I do.
Yes, another one that I like that you don't really like.
It's not that I don't like this, I just don't listen to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, now it's a very good song. It's like really cool. He's smooth again. It mirrors the other one,
yeah, it is a
But
lot like seductive
yeah, it's
or
good.
seduction.
Seduction, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seduction.
I always forget the title. So Seductive, Tony Ayo.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Yeah. Right, so yes, we will break it down.
Okay. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. The links are in the description below and our username's right there.
All right, here we go. So Bad.
Yeah. You feel that, baby? Yeah, I feel it too. Damn. I'm so glad we can spend this time together. See, not as crazy as you thought I was, am I? I'm the American dream. I'm the definition of white trash ballin'. I'm right back on them with the I can't call it, same shit, different toilet. Oh, you got a nice ass, darling. Can't wait to get you into my bins, take it for a spin. What you mean we ain't fucking? You take me for a friend? Let me tell you the whole story of Shady's origin. You'll be sorry if you slam my Mercedes door again now. It all started with my father. I must've got my pimpin' jeans from him. The way he left my mama, I'm a rolling stone just like him. Word to Johnny Drama, keep my entourage with me. Baby, and make a promise, there ain't nobody as promised. Me, I'm as calm as the breeze. I'm the bee's knees, his legs, and his arms. I'm a superstar, girl, I'm ready for you, mama. Why you think the only thing I got on is my pajamas?
So bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. 'Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna fuck nobody else again. So bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. 'Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna fuck nobody else again.
I'ma quit.
All right. So it's so weird. This beat, they use this in the Minions, right? The commercial for the Minions, I think it was, and that's just what I associate. Yeah,
That's so weird.
they didn't have all the words in it. Obviously, it's just
Yeah,
it's the I'm so bad, and then I don't. They might have had the I'm so good when I'm so bad,
I've
but
never
yeah,
seen Minions. I don't really know
me either. I never.
what it is. Are they bad? Do they do bad
I think maybe
things?
like Troublemakers, maybe. Like that was the impression I got from the commercial.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember thinking, oh, that's crazy. They're using this song, you
Yeah,
know.
it's really weird.
Yeah, it's very funny. So yeah, anyway, the beat, it's like so it's very good. It's like really fucking good. It's Dre, it sounds like, And I just associate it with that commercial now for some reason.
It's
Even
just
though
so
I
weird.
knew it before and after.
Why would they do that?
They liked it's a fun, bouncy,
Yeah, but then
playful
any
beat.
kid's like, "Mommy, I like that song. Play the
Yeah, I'm
song."
so
It's
bad.
like we're not gonna play the song.
Yeah, that is funny. So yeah, he comes in, he's just doing little intro, just talking, ad libs. Says, you feel that, baby? Yeah, I feel it too. Damn. I'm so glad we could spend this time together. See, I'm not as crazy as you thought I was, am I? And then he comes in with, so you hear him like kind of like whispering the chorus in the
Yeah,
very beginning. Like you can't even make it out. This lyric video doesn't even have the lyrics there.
now it becomes like a background,
It's very
like
subtle.
it sounds like instruments.
Exactly. It really
Yeah.
does. It's like they're using his vocals as another sound effect, like an instrument in like, the
Yeah.
arrangement. It's funny. So he comes in and he says, I'm the American dream. I'm the definition of white trash ballin'. So, I mean, that's very funny. The
Or
American
it's like
dream.
white trash party
Yeah.
is like That's what it makes me think of, that line.
Yep, which was on this album too.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously the American dream. I'm sure everybody knows that the idea is that oh, you can come from anywhere without a lot, and you can work your way up to success and have money, and have a good life.
And work every single day until you die.
Yeah. So he's saying he's the American dream, and he's the definition of white trash balling. So he obviously we know his backstory. He was very poor.
Yeah.
He's on food stamps and everything, and now he's all of a sudden rich. But
All of a sudden.
yeah. And then he's alluding to the fact that, yeah, he's rich, but he's still white trash. He has all these white trash tendencies, as he puts it, which is funny. Then he says, I'm right back on him with the air chicka chicka. So I guess, that's kind of like a nod back to my name is, my name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady, from the chorus.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he says, I can't call it. Same shit, different toilet. Oh, you got a nice ass, darling. Can't wait to take you into my Benz, take you for a spin. What you mean we ain't fucking? You take me for a friend? So I like this little scheme he does here where he says, I can't call it same shit, different toilet. You got a nice ass. So he does shit,
It's like
toilet,
toilet.
and ass
Yeah.
right there, like in that same thing. So he's like, same shit, different toilet, which is funny. It's like, oh, this is the same old. I'm always doing this shit.
Yeah.
And then he starts seducing, which is like the theme kind of the song. He's like spitting game. He's like, can't wait to take you my Benz, take you for a spin. So that's like a double entendre. So take the car for a spin and then take her for a spin.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Like two meanings there.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. And that's why he says, what you mean we ain't fucking? You take me for a friend? So like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
spin is meant both ways. He's like, yeah, come on, we're not friends. You know why I'm having you in my Benz, which is so funny. Then he says, let me tell you the whole story of Shady's origin. You'll be sorry if you slam my Mercedes door again. It's crazy how that rhymed. His yeah, his enunciation of the words, like the way he delivers
You're
the
like Shady's
rhymes.
origin, Sadie's
Door again.
Dorgan.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's kind of like the shit that what's his name makes fun of, the comedian Chris D'Elia that you like.
He's like
Yeah.
flapping around like a napkin.
Yeah, it's funny.
Napkins.
Yes.
Using way too many napkins.
Yeah, it's very funny. We'll actually get to I told you about it, I don't know if I ever showed you it, but Eminem has a song with Logic called Homicide. And in the music video, they got Chris D'Elia to
You showed
play.
me that.
Yeah, it's very funny. But yeah, we'll break that down. So yeah, you'll be sorry if you slam my Mercedes door again. Now it all started with my father. I must have got my pimpin' jeans from him. So he's giving us the backstory. And he's obviously saying if you slam my car, implying that he's gonna slap her because he says his origin, he gets his
I like
pimpin' jeans.
pimpins.
Yeah,
His
so like
dad would like,
a pimp smack.
yeah.
Yes. Must have got my pimpin' jeans from him. The way he left my mama. I'm a Rolling Stone, just like him. Word to Johnny Drama. Keep my entourage with me, baby. I'll make a promise. There ain't nobody as bomb as. So,
Me.
so yeah, he carries it into the next, line, the rhyme. So yeah, the way he left my mama, again, alluding to his father leaving him, which we know is true. He's like
Mm-hmm.
turning it into like a positive thing, like, oh, I got my pimpin' jeans from him. You know what I mean? Which is funny. And then I'm a Rolling Stone, which is, same
He's on his
thing.
own, does his own thing.
And then I like this line where he says, "Word to Johnny Drama, keep my entourage with me, baby." So Johnny Drama was the name of the character in the show Entourage on HBO.
One of them.
Yeah, he was
He's not Vince.
He was Vince's brother, Johnny Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He's not Vince.
And Eminem made a cameo in Entourage. He punches fucking Vin in the face at the club. They get into an altercation. Eminem punches him in the face.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in one of the later seasons. I forget which one. But yeah, he's a small little. It's like maybe like a 2 minute scene,
Yeah,
It's not like a quick. So yeah, it's funny. So yes, he's doing a play on Entourage, the show, and then he says, "I keep my entourage," so his friends, his people with him.
Yeah.
I make a promise. I'll make a promise. There ain't nobody as bomb as. And
Me.
then he goes, me. I'm as calm as the breeze. I'm the bee's knees, his legs, and his arms. I'm a superstar girl. I'm ready for you, mama. Why you think the only thing I got on is my pajamas? So I like the it's calm as the breeze, and then the bee's knees, which is
Yeah.
that's the expression.
Like
Which
I'm the best.
yeah, if something's the bee's
Why
knees,
is that?
I don't know. I don't know the origin of it.
Do bees have knees?
I don't even know. I suppose they might have. Yeah, they do land and shit. So, but yeah, they have legs. I don't know if they have knees actually.
They don't technically have are they all legs? Is two of them arms?
I don't know. I
What
it
is bees
It's
anyway?
funny. I randomly get onto these like kicks where I'll hear an expression that I've known my whole life, and I'll be like, "Where does that come from?" And I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I've never done that with this, so I don't know what.
Because this one I really can't. I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah, me either. Like, or when it was first used. We'll have to check it out. So yeah, he's doing the play on the bee's knees, meaning he's the best, but then he carries on the scheme, and then he's also his legs and his arms. So he's like even way better than the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's all encompassing. He's a superstar. I'm ready for you, mama. Why do you think the only thing I got on is my pajamas? So
So I never really thought about that last line as actually meaning like, oh, because we're gonna go to bed and like have sex. I
yeah,
just thought he was just wearing pajamas
yeah, that's
because
funny.
why not?
Well, that's like
PJs.
Well, yeah, that's like it's funny. I was just watching an episode of Seinfeld last weekend, and like there was a scene where the character George was with this girl, and he was like, she goes into the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh, I got to get down into my underwear," and like he's debating. So, but like this is the similar type of scene that Eminem's creating is that like she gets there, and he's like in his pajamas already. Like, all right, come on, we're going into bed. You know what I mean?
So that probably works for Eminem, but will tell all of you men out there
Yeah.
if you're with a woman and you don't really know her and she goes to the bathroom and then comes out and you're in nothing but your underwear, she's gonna run right out.
Well, so this
Don't
is
make it creepy.
yes, but
Don't be creepy.
this is the funny thing about it. He doesn't say the only thing he has on is his underwear. He's saying his
I'm
pajamas.
imagining like full flannel.
Exactly. So like obviously, we've all seen in movies and TV shows like the woman will come out in her lingerie or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like seduce him. So he's saying he's doing that, except he's wearing his pajamas instead of
It's so
so,
funny.
again, it's like a little tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Um
But yeah, guys, don't do that unless you're Eminem or some other celebrity.
yeah. And then we get into the hook. I'm so bad. I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. So, again, so I do believe this is a double entendre, the so bad. Do you know what I mean? Like the way we know it.
Yeah,
You get what
well,
I'm
he goes,
saying?
I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. Like he's bad, like bad boy, or he's just like oh, like he's just bad. He's being bad.
So yeah, it's like bad the way, Michael Jackson bad, the way
Yeah,
like hot or fat, like those were words that were used.
yeah,
And then also bad and like mischievous bad. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
he is,
Nowadays, people be like, oh, like she bad. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like that means like she's hot or
hmm
whatever.
Exactly. So he is, doing the play on that in the hook. I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. 'Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna want to fuck nobody else again. So he's saying I'm just the best, you're
Hmm.
never gonna be able to have anyone else after me, which is really funny. And that is, oh, it repeats itself again.
I think you stopped it.
Yeah, this is where we left off. So we'll pick up here.
Fuck nobody else.
I'm equivalent to a shot of Quavo. First I kiss your neighbor, work my way down. Baby, you can lay down on the table, but you may wanna find something more stable. I told you I ain't fooling from the gate. This ain't the first day of April, but thank you for staying, April. I'ma make you learn to appreciate me, differentiate me from these phony, little fishy and sissy fake G's. Skip over the huggy bear and all the kissy face. Please initiate phase 3. Missing that service me. Take another shot of Jaeger, shaking so nervously. Take your time, baby. Ooh, you're the bomb, baby. Ooh, you're doing that even better than your mom, lady. I told you I'm shady. You didn't listen now, did you? Relax, woman. You know that I'm only kidding with you. Got a twisted sense of humor. It's war, but I didn't hit you. I think you're finally starting to get the picture. I'm just
So bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. 'Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna fuck nobody else again. I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. 'Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you fuck nobody else again. They call me dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. So they call me dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. So I can hold you in the morning, but in the evening I gotta go. Cause I'm on to the next girl, and the next girl I kinda like. Oh, I got you.
Okay. So funny. So actually, there's a word in the bridge I actually didn't realize was being said this whole time I've heard the song.
What word?
Soul. I always thought just like you're saying so.
Tim. Yeah.
It's interesting. Okay, so he comes in the second verse and he says, I'm equivalent to a shot of Cuervo. First, I'll kiss your navel, work my way down. Baby, you can lay down on the table, but you may want to find something more stable. So this is actually an interesting line. So he says he's the equivalent to a shot of Cuervo. First, I'll kiss your navel and work my way down, babies.
Because like when you do a shot, it goes like down your throat and then like down to your stomach and whatever.
Yeah, and then works its way down like through you. So literally, the shot, literally, you take it and then it goes down to your navel
So it's
and then it
like
goes
a
down.
double entendre because it's like
Yes.
literally and then like figuratively, like I'm like intense and strong and like gonna you know he's good.
Yeah.
He
No,
can't speak.
exactly. No, I know. I mean, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he is. He's doing this double meaning. Actually, so then I guess it's so on the Cuervo part, it's I guess you could say triple. Do you know what I mean? So you're talking about like the effects of the shot, right?
Oh yeah.
And then how the shot is physically moving throughout your body, and then obviously he's the one kissing your navel and working your way down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like in a weird way, it's kind of like I wouldn't call it like a triple entendre, but there is
Yeah.
like three kind of ways to interpret that one line. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then he says you could lay down on the table, but you may want to find something more stable, which is funny. So
Break it.
the table won't be able to handle it. I told you I ain't fooling from the gate. This ain't the first day of April, but thank you for staying, April. I'm gonna make you learn to appreciate me, differentiate me. So he says, I ain't fooling from the gate. This ain't the
That's
first.
April Fool's Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's funny because so I ain't fooling from the gate. So yeah, April Fool's Day. And then the first day of April would be like the gate of April. Do you know what I mean? Like the beginning of April, April 1st.
I guess. Yeah.
It's like where you enter it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he turns it and he does this common theme that we see throughout his songs where I'm not sure half the time where you'll be like, oh, is that a specific person he's
Oh yeah,
talking
he's just
about?
talking to a girl.
Yeah, sometimes he just uses like a generic girl's name, as a stand-in. Sometimes it's something, you know what I mean? A
Yeah,
specific
like
person.
relevant.
Yeah, and sometimes I'm sure he is talking about someone specific and I don't realize it. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's just doing what I think he's doing here. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But so here I think he's just taking a generic girl's name. So he's saying, but thank you for staying, April. I'm gonna make you learn to appreciate me, differentiate me. So yeah, you're gonna appreciate him and realize, oh, he's special, he's unique. From these phony little fishy and sissy fake G's, skip over the huggy bear and all those kissy face, please. Initiate phase 3, Missy. Now service me. Take another shot of Jaeger, shaking so nervously. So again, he's going to differentiate himself from everybody else. Everybody else sucks, they're sissies and they're fake and blah blah blah. But then he
Mhm.
says, skip over the huggy bear and all the kissy face, please. So he's like, oh, I don't want to do any of that,
Yeah, like not even like pretends, just like a straight to business.
Yeah. So he said, initiate phase 3, and then Missy now service me. So okay, so he's saying phase 3, which is kind of like third base, right? And then yeah, so the Huggy Bear and Kissy, so it kind of is allusion to first, second, and third base. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although hugging isn't really a base, but like groping is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And then he does this thing here, which I didn't catch this for like a long time. So he says, "Take another shot of Jaeger, shaking so nervously." So like I always
Because she's
thought,
scared.
so yeah, but I always thought like it was like, oh, she's scared just because he's a famous person. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a
She just like
celebrity
doesn't want to sleep with him.
and she's worried about like what he might do because of like, you know, the content of his lyrics and shit. Like, and he speaks on that point a little later in this verse, and I think even in the third. So he says, yeah, take another shot of Jaeger, shaking so nervously. And then he continues, take your time, baby. Ooh, you're the bomb, baby. Oh, you're doing that even better than your mom, lady. I told you why I'm shady. Don't you listen now? Did you? Wait, I told you why I'm
You
shady.
didn't
You didn't
listen,
listen now,
baby.
did you? So yeah, so he's saying, all right, you know, take your time, you know, take that shot of Jaeger. And then he's like, you're the bomb. You're doing it better than your mom, which the funny, you know, he's
Yeah,
saying that he also,
insinuating he's been with your mom
yes,
before you.
yes. And then he said, I told you why I'm shady. You didn't listen now, did you? So this is the part where that I was kind of lost on me. It seems like he's kind of like fucking with her, like as if like he's trying to he's fucking with her as if he's implying that he's like not necessarily a rapist, but he's like pressuring her to drink and like to have sex with him. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that's why he's like, I told you why I'm shady. So that's obviously a play on, you know, Slim Shady, but then also, oh, he's a shady guy.
yeah, sounds like a double entendre.
And he's like, you didn't listen now, did you? And then he goes, relax, woman. You know, I'm only kidding with you. Meaning, like, you know, so he was putting on this
Yeah,
show,
like he's not gonna
like you better drink this, you know what I mean? We gotta have sex, like as if he's like a sexual predator. And then he's like, he literally goes, relax, woman. You know that I'm only kidding with you. Got a twisted sense of humor. So that could also be referring to the joke about the mom. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
most likely. I doubt he actually slept with her mom.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not specifically April, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's happened. You know, I'm sure it has with many celebrities. And he says, got a twisted sense of humor. It's warped, but I didn't hit you.
Which is just another joke.
Yeah. I think you're finally starting to get the picture. I'm just. So, yeah, he says, relax. I'm only kidding. I got this fucked up sense of humor. He's like, it's warped, but I didn't hit you. I think you're finally starting to get the picture. So, yeah, again, this is more like he's saying like, oh, you know, you think I'm this bad guy, you know, I'm a rapper one and I rap about all this crazy shit, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So he says that, what song is that? He's like, you'll probably think you get slapped so dang hard you won't be able to stand up straight. So he talks about that a lot, like women being intimidated by the fact that he's a rapper, and then another level intimidation because of which rapper it is and the shit that he raps about. So he's like, oh yeah, you know, I didn't hit you, like I'm not abusing you.
Yeah.
I'm just telling fucked up jokes. And then he's like, I think you're finally starting to get the picture, meaning like, come on, I'm not this terrible guy that, you know, you think I might be. Then he says, yeah, I'm just, and then it goes into the chorus again. And then we get into this little bridge before the third verse. It says, call me dynamite, dynamite, dynamite soul. So again, I always thought he was just saying so.
Yeah, me too. I guess Soul, like, he's just dynamite
His soul.
entirely in dynamite.
Yeah, and his soul.
Just like, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny.
And I think there's one more thing.
Yeah, there is. I can hold you in the morning, but in the evening I gotta go, 'cause I'm on to the next girl, and the next girl I kinda like, oh,
That's mean.
yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory, but he's saying, yeah, I'll have sex with you, you know. So wait, I can hold you in the morning, but in the evening I gotta go. So
So it's
he's
the
spending
morning
so
after.
that he's spending the night and then maybe even the whole day
Yeah.
and then leaving at night to be with the next girl and
Yeah,
assumedly
it's just like a full
start the
blown
whole
cycle.
to start the whole process all over again.
Sounds
It's
exhausting.
funny though that he's even saying that he's spending the night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, oh, we're gonna have sex and I'm just gonna leave. He's
And he's
spending,
like, I'll even stay until the next
yeah,
evening.
which is
Then
really
I'm gonna
funny.
have to leave.
Yeah, that's very funny. All right, we will finish up the song here now.
The next girl I kinda like, oh, oh. I got you caught up in the rapture. Make you recapture the feelings you had for your last boyfriend before he slapped you. You never wanted someone so bad you're sweating, but if I'm what you wanted, why'd you panic when I grabbed you? Girl, don't be so frantic, I'm just a hopeless romantic. Don't try to fight the feeling of something that's so organic. You can't ignore it, so don't just stand before it. Just drop them panties to the floor, let's get the camcording. Damn, shorty, snobs going, no one will knock, cause I'ma hang a sign up saying don't disturb. Shorty, I'm so superb, I say the right things, gonna spit the dopest words.
I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna fuck nobody else again. I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna fuck nobody else again.
Call me dynamite, 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 so. Call me dynamite, 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 so. I can hold you in the morning, but in the evening I gotta go. Cause I'm on to the next girl, and the next girl I kinda like, oh,
I'm so bad, I'm so good that I'm so bad. I guarantee I'll be the greatest thing you ever had. Cause you ain't never met nobody like me, and you ain't gonna wanna
light
fuck
years
nobody
ahead of
else
you.
again.
All right.
Yes.
So we just got the quick little third verse to break down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are we? There it is. Okay. Verse 3. He says, I got you caught up in the rapture, make you recapture the feelings you had for your last boyfriend before he slapped you. So the rapture is, I believe, originally a biblical reference to like Armageddon, where,
Yeah, and when like everyone who
God comes to judge the living and the dead and
yes.
brings up the people to heaven and shit.
But only what? That's like a Christian thing, right? So only like Christian people can go up
I think
in the
so.
rapture.
So no, actually, so no.
I
I
thought
think
that's what it
anybody
was.
can make it. So I don't know if you have to accept
Jesus
Jesus
is
at
your
that
Lord and
point.
Savior.
I forget. I remember I learned something interesting about, like the three major religions that like some of them believe you don't have to be their religion to go to heaven. You just have to be a good person. I don't remember if it's Christianity.
I like that.
I went to Catholic school. I don't fucking remember though. But okay, yes. So that's the original word, of the rapture, at least as far as I know.
Yeah,
But also caught up in the rapture, it's
like the
yeah,
chaos.
like a frantic, crazy experience. And then he says, make you recapture the feelings you had for your last boyfriend before he slapped you.
So meaning like you're recapturing those feelings, but for Eminem.
Yes.
Okay.
So like the excitement and like, you were so like excited
Yeah,
in your
until he
last,
hit you.
yeah, which obviously you stopped liking him as much or viewing him the same way.
You would hope.
Yeah, he's saying, he's going to make you fall in love or, feel whatever again like you did then.
Yeah.
And obviously he's doing a play on before he slapped you, like, you know, being silly. He said, you never wanted someone so bad, you're sweating, but if I'm what you wanted, why you panic when I grabbed you?
So again, like talking about how she's like intimidated by him.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. She's sweating.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said, why'd you panic when I grabbed you? Girl, don't be so frantic. I'm just a hopeless romantic. Don't try to fight this feeling of something that's so organic. You can't ignore it, so don't just stand before it. So he's trying to like calm,
Convince her that like it's right
yeah,
and there's nothing wrong here at all.
and like calm her down. But it's so funny. He's like, I'm just a hopeless romantic, meaning like, so it sounded like, so when I heard the last line, it sounded like he maybe like gently grabbed her and she like jumped, but like, it sounds like he may have aggressively grabbed her, but he's just like, oh, I'm just a hopeless romantic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
implying that he's like coming on too strong, like too early or something. You
that
know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Yeah, so like it's not just that she's being, a little extra cautious around him because she doesn't know, but it sounds like, oh, he actually might be too eager and too aggressive, unintentionally scaring her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Not like in a menacing way. He's just like, It's like saying I love you on the first date, like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like that type of eager. So he says, don't try to fight the feeling of something that's so organic. You can't ignore it. So don't just stand before it. So don't fight the feeling. This is real. This is good. Yes. Just drop them panties to the floor. Let's get to camcording. Damn shorty. I told you this was bound to happen.
So now we're videoing it.
Yeah, so having sex, recording it. I told you this was bound to happen. Which is funny. Soon as you wrote soon as you wrote your number on the napkin, I was bound to work a number on your back and throw your spine out of alignment. So he does the play on the number there. So obviously she wrote her number on a napkin,
Yeah.
and then he said I was bound to do a number. So that's an expression. Like if you do a number on something, like you like,
Put in work.
yeah, you fucked it up or really
Yeah.
used it, like whatever it is. And then he gets more explicit, which is funny. He literally says, do a number on your back, which is the same thing as and throw your spine out of alignment. Like he like reiterated it. You know what I mean?
Or he didn't.
What do you mean?
There's another way you can interpret. Work a number on your back.
What do you mean?
Like Jack.
Maybe
Yeah.
like ejaculating. It's funny you like
Yeah.
whispered it. You could say
Is
it.
this allowed?
What? To
Is
say
it
it?
allowed?
Yeah. And
Okay.
we've been doing his songs with the wildest shit for
It's true.
months now. Yeah, so it could be. It could be alluding to like him just like jizzing on her. I always just interpret it as I'm
Yeah,
working
that
a
makes
number on your back and
sense.
then throwing your spine out of alignment. Either way, it's the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? Whichever way he means the lines. He's saying, yeah, as soon as you gave me your number, this was bound to happen. Then he says, my love has got you so blind that you couldn't pick Amy Winehouse out of a lineup. Is it blind or blinded? Whatever. So stop at the store, pick a pint up. So my love has got you blind. So that's a common saying. Like if you're
Hmm.
blinded by something or blinded by love, you can't see the truth of what it is. But then also obviously blind, where you literally just can't see at all.
Yeah.
So he's doing a play on that you're so caught up in his love that you actually can't see. You can't pick Amy Winehouse out of a lineup. Who she was very like just
It's pretty noticeable.
yeah, very distinguishable. And then so on carrying with the Amy Winehouse, he says, so stop at the store, pick a pint up. So she was infamous for alcohol and drugs. So
Hmm.
he goes from Amy Winehouse straight to get a
It's
pint.
always funny because for some reason I always assume when someone talks about a pint, I always think of ice cream. I
That's
was like, oh, we're gonna have ice cream. And I was like, nah, that makes more sense.
yeah, then the next line is let's get the pineapple schnapps going. No one will knock because I'm a hang a sign up saying, "Do not disturb, shorty." I'm so superb. I say the right things. Don't I spit the dopest words? That's so funny. Yeah. So yeah, there he went from the Amy Winehouse to a pint, and we're gonna be drinking this pineapple schnapps. It's weird. It's funny that he picked that.
Maybe it's going with the pint of whatever.
So
That's like
maybe
straight sugar.
I figured that was the pint, but maybe it's something separate.
Yeah.
Could be ice cream or a pint of something else like alcohol. I don't know. And then yeah, he's gonna put up a do not disturb sign, and then I'm superb. I say the right things, don't I spit the dopest words? That's like a really funny line.
Yeah.
So he says the good stuff and he has the dopest words. And then I believe we covered everything, right? There was one little thing I wanted to point out in his outro. So he says, yeah, Dr. Dre, right? So we talked about how on a lot of the songs with Dr. Dre, Eminem will shout out the year, but it's always like few years ahead. Because the story that we covered with Dr. Dre released The Chronic 2001 in 1999. And I believe what happened was Suge Knight or somebody released 2000, right? Maybe it was The Chronic 2000, I forget. But whatever, they used the number 2000, and Dr. Dre was like, "Oh, I'm going to go 2001." And his point, and then he started this thing saying, "Oh, I'm years ahead of everybody else," right? So Eminem does that. He would always say, 2020, which he was doing in like, 2010, 2006, right? And then And Rain Man, he's like 2,304,000, right? So this one, it's funny because he actually says the year that it is released. He says 2010, which is the year this was released, but then he says light years ahead of you. So it seems like, oh, he's actually saying the year this is being released, which is
Yeah.
different, but it's not because then he's saying it's 2010 light years ahead of you. So
Okay.
keeping with the theme of whenever he's with the Dr. Dre,
Saying it in
beat,
the future.
yeah, future tense. Yeah. All right. And that's it.
Okay.
So bad.
So yeah, I know this song, obviously, that's clear. It's one of my favorite Eminem songs, and it's really, really good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. No, it's a great song. It's fun. It's, the beat's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know, it's not my favorite Eminem song. You know
I
what I mean?
know.
But I get again, just like, seduction. Now I'm confused.
It's seduction.
Seduction. Um,
Yeah.
they are like chick songs. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he
I
knew
guess they are.
he knew what he was doing. Not that guys can't enjoy it. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it makes sense that like girls would like these types of songs.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you. Bye.